Hello to all the nurses. This is Mandeep Gill from Prep Smart Nurses Hub. So today my video is regarding a next generation NCLEX-RN exam that is going to start April 1st, 2023. So there are many concerns, like what changes are there and how is it different from the old one, right? So please watch my full video and you will get an idea what is new in this NCLEX-RN exam. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and please watch my full video. First change is number of questions, right? So earlier there were 75 questions or maximum 145 students were getting, but in next generation students are going to get minimum 80 questions and maximum 150 questions. Okay, so that is the difference. Next is next generation NCLEX-RN exam will be mix of new case studies and old questions, right? So as you know, old questions were select all that apply, and there is multiple choice questions. But what is new in here? New is case studies. So student will be getting case studies maximum 2 or 3, right? So there will be some students getting 3 case studies. There will be some students getting 2 case studies. So that is something new in NGN. Okay, but rest is the same that other students were getting. So each case study will have 6 questions. Okay, so that means if there is 3 case studies, so there will be total 18 questions based upon those case studies. Okay. Yes, so that's how a case study going to look like. Okay, so case study will be having, nurses notes, clients complaints, discharge notes, it could be there, or doctor's notes could be there, right? So case study, so that's how it's going to look like. So based upon that case study, they will be having 6 questions. Okay, so that is important. So you need to answer them in a sequence. Okay, why in a sequence? So in the case study, so 6 questions will be based upon this clinical judgment, right? So first question will be recognizing cues. Second question will be analyzing the cues. For example, client is having complaint of pain, shortness of breath. So you will analyze, or first you will recognize and then you will analyze and you will make a hypothesis. So what that client is experiencing, is it pulmonary embolism, or is it myocardial infarction, or what that is, and you will make a hypothesis. And based upon that your hypothesis, you will plan what I can do for this client, right? So that will be your planning. And once you plan and you will make actions, you will take actions, and those actions will be your implementation, what you did for this client. For example, you raise the head of the bed, that is taking an action, right? Next is evaluation. So evaluation is whatever you did for the client, you are going to evaluate. Okay. Yes, good news is highlighting, right? So there is a lot of information in the case studies, and so you don't get confused, right? So it's good for you, you can highlight the information that is relevant and it is important. Okay, yes. Next is the type of question. Yes, this is another thing has been changed or going to be changed in April 1st. So there will be multiple choice questions, select all that apply as it was there before. These 3 things you will see different in NGN. Okay, so drag and drop questions, bow tie questions, and drop and down questions. My coming slides will help you understand what these questions going to look like. Okay, so this is drag and drop questions, right? So you can drag, these are the options you will be given. So you will drag this option and you will drop in these columns. Okay, so that is drag and drop questions. Next is drop down questions. So drop down is like there will be a fill in the blank, right? And then you will click on this and then there will be, drop list of stuff, right? So from this list you will select and that blank will be filled. So this is drop and down questions. Yeah, so this is how a bow tie question going to look like, right? So you can see it's, we tie a bow around our neck. So you can see whatever hypothesis you have made based upon your cues, recognizing the cues, and after analyzing your cues, then you make a hypothesis. So that will come in the center. What does that mean? That means what do you think this client is experiencing? For example, is this client is having refeeding syndrome, or intolerance to gastrostomy tube feeding? So based upon that, what action will you take? So you will pick up action to take. So you have options 4 and 5, and from these options you will drag, and then you will drop into actions to take. And then the parameters to monitor, right? So what will you monitor this client for? Okay, so that's how the bow tie question going to look. So a new thing that is changed in this one is the difference in the marking, right? So earlier was like, right and wrong. If it's right, you will get mark. If it's wrong, you won't get any mark for that. But here in next generation NCLEX-RN exam, you will be getting partial marking. So for example, in the select all that apply, if you have selected 3 options instead of 4, you will get marks for those 3 options. Okay, but there is negative marking too. That means if you have selected instead of 3 options, you have selected 5 options, right? So you will get negative marking for those 2 incorrect options. Okay, so that is something new. You will see partial marking. We also call it as polytomous marking in next generation. So hope you like my video, and please share my video. Thank you. Have a good day.